Today we have gloves. So today's tutorial is how to make these cute little gloves. You can use this tutorial to do short gloves above the elbow. The only difference is how long you're going to draw your gloves on the fabric. This pair has a little ribbon right here to match my Gender Bender Mario cosplay that I've been working on for the past couple of weeks, and I already have one tutorial on that cosplay in particular. You can check, I'll leave the links down below. So if you want to learn this super quick and easy way, noob-proof sewing tutorial, check the rest of the video.
Things first, you're going to need your sewing machine, lycra. Have in mind that the fabric should stretch both ways because we are making gloves. A pencil, so you can write, pins, measuring tape, just in case we probably won't be needing it. Depends on how long you want your gloves to be. Scissors and ribbon, just in case you want to add some ruffles like I want to. Fabric folded in half, like you can see here. This is the fold area, and you'll just place your arm. I'll just take one more adjustment. Okay, so you can see folded in half, and now what I'm going to do is just trace around. I'm having my hands wide open and I'm just tracing around the fabric, around my arm. And this was my left. I'm going to just mark them in the fabric because, well, both hands are not equal, as you all know. They might have slight differences. One might be a bit puffier than the other one, so it's good for us to mark. After wearing them, you probably won't need to know the difference, but if you do, please have in mind to add that little note on the fabric, and since it will be on the inside, no one will know or see it anyway, so it's okay. Okay, so everything's pinned down. I'm just moving this excess from here. Now that we have our glove here, let's going to sew it, and I'm going to do it on a straight stitch. And have in mind to leave a little space after the line, especially on the wrist area. After that you can just adjust it and sew it closer to the lines you drew.
Well, the gloves are now done. We can just leave them like this, or we can just make a little fold here, because the fabric doesn't fray, but it always looks prettier if you have had a seam here. But what I'm going to do, and since this is, I'm thinking just for one cosplay in particular, I'm going to add this trim right here, so it matches with the details on my bloomers that I've made for my Gender Bender Super Mario cosplay. So let's do that part right now. Taking off the gloves. They are a bit loose, as you can see, but my hands tend to bloat when it's hot, so I prefer to have them like this. You can do them, well, as you like or you need. So first things first, we're going to zoom you guys in. Going to see if this is straight, because, well, it isn't, spoiler. And this one also isn't, so I'm going to trim a bit this part. Even if it's not perfect, you will be noticing it because we are going to fold it anyway, so, but I just want for it to look better. And now we're going to add the trim, but be careful because this part is a bit tricky. You need to stretch the fabric as you sew the trim in. I'm going to add a little fold right here. Oh, see? I'm just going to fold this a bit inside. And I'm going to pin it in place so it doesn't get away. Ta-da! Here as well. Yeah, just so I have an idea. Now I'm not sure if I'll add this like this or like that. I think that like this will look prettier and more polished. So maybe that's what I'll do. And I'm going to start here in the seam to hide this part right here. So here I need to do the zigzag stitch because it is a fabric that's going to need the stretch. I'm removing this part as well to have more space to work with. And I'm just going to make a couple of stitches here to pin this in place carefully. This step right here is totally optional, but I want to add a cute detail to it. It's secure, just going to add a couple of stitches. Okay, now I'm removing this pin here and I'm going to stretch the most I can the fabric while sewing it. cutting here. And I'll fold it in so it looks prettier. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and that you have lots of fun in creating your own gloves, and that way you don't need to buy a pair for every single cosplay or just panic on finding the perfect gloves, because you can make them yourself and they are super comfortable to wear. I've never wore store-bought gloves on my cosplays. Except on the steampunk characters I wore a few years ago, but for traditional cosplay I always make my own gloves, and this is the method, and they look super cute. And I usually my hands bloat, so that's why I make them a bit larger, just a little bit, but on photos you can't see it, so it depends on how you place. And I usually bloat with heat, so yeah. Don't forget to check all the links down below to follow me on my social media and to find a 10% discount on divasus.com. They ship internationally and you can get this super cute deal on fabrics, on the entire online store. It's 10% discount, so check the coupon count down below. And if you want to see more tutorials, keep following me here on my channel. See you guys soon. Bye.